Du hast sie losgeschickt.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. We're on episode 4. We're on episode 4 of Dark. We're halfway through the final season. Unfortunately, I am having to record these pretty much back to back because I did want to try and leave a little bit of space just so any comments that I got I could kind of take into consideration for the next episode. Before we actually begin, I'm just going to quickly mention my parents are looking at moving house soon. But they're not hoarders. I think they're not legit hoarders, but they've got so much crap, basically. My parents are going to be looking at needing my help to declutter their house and box everything up ready to move. They've not even brought a house yet. Like, they've not even sold. Theirs isn't even up for sale yet, but they've found somewhere. Because that means it's going to leave me unavailable to record these reactions to make sure that I'm on time, because obviously I've just been late with starting this season as it is, just so that I can actually post something. I'm just going to record it the second I've got time. Any comments that I see, I'm just not going to be able to see until a further future episode. But no, episode 4, guys, we're actually halfway through. I am looking at potentially doing some more movies. We've seen so much of Martha's World recently. We've not really kind of caught up with, Jonas's World. So let's just go. I forgot to mention that last time that I said, we're not going to have many of these left, but actually we are, because that's the Netflix intro. It's not Dark, so... The Origin. Der Ursprung. That's Tron, am I right? So this would be 1950 something. Are we going to find out who Tron's father is? Was it Agnes, his mother, that was saying something about he wasn't a nice person? We saw with the updated family tree on the floor, not the family tree, but where we saw, obviously, first we had Claudia's on the wall with the string, and then now we've got on the floor in Eva's time. We saw all those grey plates of people's names. There was something to do, because obviously there was two connections, there was copy and paste basically, so I'm guessing that was obviously Jonas's world, Martha's world. There was something to do with Agnes was in the middle, Agnes was the connection of the two timelines. Does that mean that Tron's father is a big key to the part of solving the mystery? And yeah, let's just carry on. But Tron hasn't been through the cave yet, has he? Something. Oh, that's the creep. I would just like to point out, it is so difficult sometimes trying to keep track of what is going off and commentate at the same time. It's not an excuse, but it's just, if I watch this show without making reaction videos to it, I literally just sat in my house, sat and watched it on TV, I would pick up so much more. I wouldn't get as half confused as I do now, but it's because, like I said, I'm talking, I'm not fully paying attention to the words. Again, obviously, because this isn't English as well, that's another layer of, because I'm not reading all the subtitles properly, there's a miscommunication of what's actually happening sometimes. But no, why is the creep talking to Tron? He's giving a older Bartos kind of vibe. Wait, is he Sebastian? So are we going to completely glaze over the fact that the creep has just said we are born out of the darkness? And obviously you guys aren't aware of the ending yet, so I'm not going to spoil it, but is this who I think it is? We are born out of darkness. Who is the dark side? Adam. And who's the light? Supposedly Claudia, supposedly Martha, supposedly Eva. If you've already seen this, you'll know exactly what I'm on about, but I really don't want to spoil the ending because this episode was such a good episode. Born out of darkness. Is this who I now think it is? Watch the ending and then come back and then you'll figure out who I mean. I could be wrong, so I just so I don't go on the tangent like I did with Peter and Noah, the whole mix up with that. I'm not clarifying that this is Sebastian, I'm just saying, could this be Sebastian? Well, Agnes. Something to do with Agnes and Noah. Ignore the face, I've literally just got up. What I said yesterday, I can't remember, obviously I mentioned something along the lines of, is this guy the creep? Who I think it is towards the end of the episode, because I didn't want to spoil it. I'm literally just editing it right now. It just says something along the lines of, but I chose your name back then. So not only do I now think that this creep is the person who we or the big surprise at the ending that obviously I don't want to spoil, but is it also Trunk's father? Is this Agnes's partner? Which means, again, without spoilers, but it all needs. Once you've seen the ending of the episode, or if you already know, like if you've already seen the episode, you'll know what I mean. But the ending without spoilers right now, I think the whole episode is called The Origin. So, The Origin. The Origin. I forgot that Noah's related to. Oh god, wait. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna. Oh.
Deiner Mutter gehört.
Agnes has got the. That's the Ouroboros, that's a snake.
Ich denke, sollte jetzt dir gehören.
But his mother's Agnes, and Agnes is still alive, right? So what does he mean? It belonged. Why is that past tense? Did everybody just get horny in season 3? It's so weird seeing Hannah not with a bump. No, you can't say that. You've literally known her for 2 minutes. You don't know how horrible she is. Are you serious? Oh, I thought it was a ring. That's the coin. Is that the Fenin? The Penin? One Fenin? No. There's an implication here, and I don't know. It's the cogs are turning in my brain again. It's something to do with. That's the coin. Either in Martha's world had that coin because she had the book thing that had the 2 coins in. She had the watch from Charlotte, or for Charlotte, and then did she not have a coin? Because I was getting confused because there was that other coin that in Martha's world Charlotte found in the cave, not in the cave, in the bunker from Helge's bunker. This isn't Martha's world because she isn't pregnant and she's with Egon, so it was Martha's world's Hannah that had said that she'd said to Alexander that she wanted Charlotte. I don't know. Or is she pregnant now? They're all just cheating. Why can't you just keep it in your pants? I can't tell if Hannah genuinely likes Egon or she just likes the attention that she's getting from him. Because obviously she was the same with Ulrich. 24 September 1954. So this is... Gonna have to oh my god, there's everything.
Warum gibt es sowas eigentlich nicht mit Männern? Finde ich voll ungerecht. Du spinnst ja.
Are we really talking about what I think they're talking about right now? Oh, I've just realised the implication as well. These two are good friends, and yet in like 40 years' time, she's gonna sleep with her husband. Everything's just a mess. So this whole show is just a mess.
Mir ist etwas dazwischen gekommen.
I bet something did come up. Why did I say that? Name? What was that? HOJ?
Sie hat doch gesagt, ihr Mann war Geistlicher. Der Pfarrer, der verschwunden ist. Zur gleichen Zeit. Sein Name ist Hanno Tauber. HT.
Hanno Tauber. Who's that? That's Noah. Hanno Tauber. Was he not the original? Because Noah wasn't the original Christian. I don't know what they're called. Vicar? Reverend? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not Christian, but like whatever Noah is in the Christian sense. Did he not say originally from season 1 that he wasn't the original, like he was new? Are they saying that Hanno was the person that was the Christian person before? And I feel like I should know that already, and I've just forgot. I've been lost in this show, but I've been lost with a vision of what I partially thought I understood. Every time in this show when I've said like I have no idea what's going off, there's about 10% of me that did know what was going off, and I was just that overwhelmed and confused, where now I've gone past that, where like, I can't think of anything to make me understand what's going off. Like, I just feel like I don't have a clue what's going off anymore.
Wer weiß schon, was in den Köpfen von euch Frauen vorgeht.
You women, that's a bit of not a very nice comment, but then again it is the 50s, but I don't want to justify that kind of behaviour, but still. Condescending. I mean, walking a fine line there, Egon. Wait. That said Agnes. No, wait. Let me look at that again. Missing since June 26th, 54. June 26th, was that not the apocalypse time in 2020? But I can't remember what the 33-year cycle is anymore. 2019, So then it'd be... Yeah, no, so we are right. So it's not that she's gone missing, like this is a different time. We've already seen Agnes in 1953, and as that person said, the years tick over because of it goes past obviously the like January, because if you remember in 2019 it was November 2019 to then the apocalypse in 2020.
Du hast dich für die richtige Seite entschieden, Claudia gehen.
Oh yeah, Claudia's... That's why when I said in the last episode we've not seen Claudia for a while, and then I was like, oh actually we're probably going to see Claudia in the next couple of episodes, because they normally do that. They restrict you of seeing a certain character for a bit to then show you loads of them in the next like coming up episodes. Noah unalived her. Noah unalived the old version of Claudia. So the only Claudias we're going to see now is the middle-aged Claudia from the 80s, unless we get a parallel, like so Martha's World Claudia, or we get a Claudia from a different time from Jonas's World.
Das Leben ist ein Geschenk.
Very true.
Für diejenigen, die wissen, wie sie es nutzen sollen.
Wirst du es Martha sagen, was der Ursprung wirklich ist?
What's the origin? Am I right? All this time, guys, I had a hunch a while back. Can you remember back when I said ages ago, it must have been very, very end of season 1, beginning of season 2, I thought that how this show was going, there was going to be one world, there was going to be a parallel world, and then there was going to be like a secret third world. Martha's World, I'm not going to say this as fact, but to me, I'd say Martha's World exists because it is a parallel knotted with Jonas's World, because Martha's World is a parallel reflection of Jonas's World, of what happens when Mikkel doesn't go back in time to become Michael to create Jonas. That means that obviously Martha's World wasn't the original. Jonas's World, for all we know, could be like Martha's World, where Jonas's world is a reflection of another world. So what if there's like another world in the middle? Because the episode is literally called The Origin. So what if Jonas's world and Martha's world isn't the start? What if there's another world, there's another universe where maybe time travel just doesn't exist at all? I could be horribly wrong. Wait. Oh no, because Jonas was with the younger Martha. This is the older Martha that came to Jonas's world. Why you ditched us in 1888? That's... Is that Magnus?
33 Jahre später wir es sind, die dir den Auftrag dafür gegeben haben.
Magnus,
Yes!
es tut mir leid.
So this is Martha's world. So I was right in the last episode when I said, is this the far future?
Das hier ist dein
I can't translate any of it.
33.
33 years away from your yesterday. Yeah, so look, this is what I mean. This is what I was saying earlier with what this looks like the beginning, because this is Martha and Martha, and obviously Eva has all of this already written like down in the big fancy building that I said I like the decor of. Why is Ulrich crossed out? Why is Magnus? Why are they crossed out?
Warum sind diese Namen durchgestrichen?
Yeah, exactly what I just said.
Es bedeutet, dass sie sterben.
Oh, because of the apocalypse.
Die Apokalypse in seiner Welt. Sie geschieht auch in unserer. Wenn es euch nicht gelingt, die Apokalypse zu stoppen.
Geht unkomplizierter als da, wo ich herkomme.
Yeah, but then you're going to make it all complicated and you're going to ruin everybody else's lives. Because you're a cow. You're pregnant.
In ihrem Alter ist eine Schwangerschaft nicht ohne Risiko.
Wait. I hate Hannah, but one thing I'm not going to do is complain about something that is out of your control. I nearly said something earlier about the fact that wouldn't it be... I don't know how to put this without being rude, and obviously considering I am male and I'm not female, so therefore I could never carry a baby myself. Again, I'm talking on matters of things that I shouldn't. I nearly said earlier, is it not potentially harmful for Hannah to be carrying a child at her age because she's old? But then again, I don't want people to have a go at me for this, so I just want to point out, if you want to have a child at 50, have a child at... I'm not saying Hannah's 50, but for example, 50 years old, if you want to have a baby, but that's what I'm trying to say. There's risks not only to Hannah, but to the baby if Hannah was to have a child at an older age. I'm just going to shut up now because I don't think I can say anything more without getting myself friggin' shouted at.
Wegen des verschwundenen Pfarrers.
Minister. I'm just going to call her Minister. There we go. She's been speaking to Noah, so has Noah put words in her mouth to then say to him?
Haben Sie ihn jemals in der Begleitung einer Frau gesehen?
Agnes.
Was denken Sie sich? Hanno Tauber.
So Hanno Tauber is the old minister. Who is Noah's parents? Have we ever seen Noah's parents? Is Agnes and Hanno Tauber Noah's parents? But again, that's the same kind of reach that I was getting at Peter being Noah. So I'm not gonna go on that. That's the creep. That's the creep. That's the creep. That's the creep. The creep is the creeps. On the thing that Eva had with all the people's names connections, obviously with Universe A and B, Bartos had a woman's name next to him. I know it unalive Bartos, like presumably Bartos in 1921, and we know that was the Bartos that travelled from 2020 to 1888, and then carried on living. He lived in that timeline and aged up 33 years from 1888 to 1921. And Noah unalived Bartos. But why would Noah unalive Bartos? But I mentioned obviously there was that whole jealousy thing with Adam. What if Bartos is Noah's father? Because we've seen, I'm only thinking that because why other than the whole Adam Jonas thing, what else is he? Why else would he unalive him? Is this the minister? Is this Hanno?
Entschuldigen Sie die Störung.
Is this Hanno Tauber? It's a creep. Are you the new minister? He's Hanno. That's Hanno. Wait, I used to be a long time ago. Before Noah. Is this Tront's father? Is this Agnes's husband? Because Agnes said that her husband wasn't, like, he was a horrible man. Is this Hanno Tauber? Which would be Tront's father. It's a theory.
Es ist nämlich so, ich suche nach jemandem.
Nicht jede Verbindung wird aus Zuneigung geschlossen.
You could form a connection with somebody because you really don't like them.
Es geht um den Jungen, der ist noch bei uns und
Jeder Lüge stirbt des Menschen Seele einen kleinen Tod. Es geht ihnen nicht um den Jungen.
Yeah, she wants to know.
Es geht ihnen um die Frau. Die Dinge des Herzens kann man nicht erklären. Es macht, was es will. Fragen Sie Ihren Mann.
Her. Let's fly. Let's fly. Why would they just let her go though?
warum warst du halt nicht in der Schule?
Because my mother's disappeared. Why do you think, you pleb? What if Tron is with Enos first, and that's who the baby that we don't know. Was it Danny? Dan?
Ist alles in Ordnung?
We're having a baby.
Ich bin schwanger.
Which would mirror the fact that in Martha, but then again in Martha's world, she's pregnant in present day.
Also ich habe mir das ausgesucht hier, in so einem Scheißkaff zu wohnen, hä?
Why would she say it in that kind of sense that it's like in this crap hole? She's choosing to be here because she's made her life so hell. Why does she not go to, like, if she thinks this is bad, why can't she just go back to 1921? You know, this is even more reminiscent to my granddad, because I've always said that I saw my granddad in Egon, in the old Egon that we saw in 1980s, which is why I got so upset in that one episode where Claudia unalived him. I was about to say, at least my granddad didn't cheat on my nonna, and he didn't, but again, this mirrors so much with, like, with my granddad, because my granddad separated, because I have a step-nonna. My granddad separated from my nonna. Like, he had two kids, like my dad and my uncle. And then, before I was even born, he was with this other woman. I don't think... I've never asked this my dad. I don't think he cheated on my nonna with my step-nonna. I think it was just a case of he wasn't happy, so he broke up with my nonna. And then he already knew my step-nonna. But it's like a weird kind of like how you can see, like, this is a show, but like it's amazing, like the connection that you can get with shows and like how you can reflect on stories that is like on a screen that isn't real, but then you can also reflect on, think, oh, that's kind of like my real life to a degree. Oh, and it's her. Oh no, is that Hannah? That's not Hannah. I thought that was Hannah. That's Claudia.
Ausgeworfen bist du. Schon eine richtige Dame.
A real lady, that's a bit of another... Again, it's the 50s, but I'm not forgiving their comments. It's a bit of a... They're a bit on the nose with some of the comments in the 50s.
Viel zu viel.
Yeah. I feel uncomfortable.
Lass mich dir einen Rat geben. Fürs Leben. Wenn du etwas wirklich willst,
You
dann
go out
nimm
and
es
get
dir.
it. But then, because this is the 50s, he's going to think, well, I've gave her so much money, so now she owes me a favour because I've given her so much money. They're very kind of dirty, not in the sense of, like, nudity and that kind of stuff, but their morals in the 50s, again, it's because it's an age thing. I'm aware of that this is a different age to what society is today. Like, if you tried doing that in this kind of day, you'd have your whole life and career ruined because it's gross. That was like the old creep. The old creep. Can he not talk? I've never seen...
Was wollen Sie?
I think the child spoke before. So we've upgraded from wire to pew pew now, have we? This actor, him especially, I just want to point out, is such a good actor for making me feel uncomfortable. Like, just how he acts is just very unnerving. Like, he's got the character down to a T.
Viel Geld hat Ihnen die Kohleindustrie gezahlt, die Baupläne für das Kernkraftwerk zu blockieren?
This is getting all political because he unalived burned in 1986 because I thought he was working for somebody because it was opposing. So I thought he was working for Adam because Adam needs the power plant to work to have the cave and everything, or for it to, like, for the cave to be discovered through the power plant and everything. But then he was working for Eva. Eva got the keys for the power plant. He unalived burned because of the power plant. So now why is he talking to the coal person?
Geld nicht kaufen können.
What? Your life?
Genauer gesagt, Ihre Zukunft.
Can I not just forge a signature?
Die Baugenehmigung für das Kernkraftwerk, das ist...
I think they're gonna force him to sign it and then unalive him.
Du kannst es ändern.
How can they change it?
Sie lösen die Apokalypse auf, dass sie geöffnet werden.
Eva hat gesagt, dass es einen Weg gibt, diesen Knoten zu lösen.
But she's lying because she said that she's going to send him down that rabbit hole thinking that he can save Martha. Yeah.
Es gibt keinen Weg, beide Welten.
It's one or the other.
Du musst dich für eine entscheiden.
But why do I feel like the ending of this show is going to be Jonas picking to save one or the other? Or is there going to be a secret reveal that the theory that I've got that there's actually 3 worlds and not 2? And then everybody lives happily ever after in the third world. If it was up to Jonas, Jonas would save his own world because then doing that he could potentially save his version of Martha.
Mittel. Kann leben, so sie gehen lassen.
So it's save your dad or save your love interest. There's too many people dictating and play, like, they're all puppets. I'd be Martha right now. I am Martha right now, having a mental breakdown.
Glaub mir, ich weiß ganz genau, wie sich das anfühlt.
Yeah, this is what I was saying because he's already seen it in his own world. That's the girl. That's the girl. This is 2050. Wait. That's the girl who I said could be Franziska when she was with Elizabeth, and that woman on the left was who I saw earlier. And I said, "Who's this then?" So this woman on the right was the woman that we saw in episode 1 of season 2 when Jonas first came to 2054. That's Franziska. Wait, that's Franziska. That's Magnus, and obviously Martha and Jonas, Adam.
Es ist soweit.
Or is that just an older? That looks like an older version of her. That's what Martha gave to Jonas in 1888. That's Agnes. That looked like Agnes. That's Agnes. But why was Agnes hugging that woman? But there's cigarette burns. Which were...
Dieser Mann. Heute früh.
Who?
Ich möchte gar nicht wissen, ob das mein Vater ist.
Keine Sorge. Ich will's nicht behalten. Ich brauche niemanden.
She says that, but she just goes from man to man wrecking them. She's like a Black Widow spider. Or what is it? Is it the Black Widow? What's the spider where they eat the mate?
Letztes Jahr. Daniel hat mir davon erzählt.
Daniel?
Sie macht es wohl ordentlich.
Mrs. Obendorf. Who's That rings a bell. Oh, as in that's the name of a baby unaliver. And why is Agnes coming off of the infinite that Martha and Jonas create? Jonas and Martha are now, she's now connected Jonas and Martha down to the infinite timelines. Agnes Nielsen is on both sides of the story, so they're basically saying Jonas and Martha create the two worlds. Agnes Nielsen is the first connection from both worlds. So what is Agnes got to do with everything? There's something to do with Agnes.
Du hast sie losgeschickt.
He's alive! Did I not say a while back I'm not gonna get connected too much to the main characters, because if they get pew-pewed or unalived, they could just come back, and then they pew-pewed Agnes literally unalived Noah, and I was upset, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna get too upset because they could bring him back. They've brought him back! This is Martha's world, so what is Noah doing in Martha's world? And how did Noah get from Jonas's world to Martha's world?
Wir alle sind aus ihm geboren. Ihr habt ihm Leben gegeben.
You gave him
Und
life?
wird uns unseres geben.
What?
Katharina.
You gave them life?
Du.
Martha, it's because she's Martha. She's the Adam and Eve.
Ohne Anfang und Ende.
But what use is some pretty flowers sitting in a vase on a table? Give me a box of chocolates. Again, coming from the fatty that I am. Actually, I'm not. I'm losing a bit of weight recently, thankfully. We don't see... Wait, Obendorf. Oh, that's the... what's it? The baby place. Would it not be more sensible for her, knowing of the cave and everything, to go back to the future, pun intended, have the procedure done, and then come back and live in the 50s again, where she knows that if she has a procedure in present day, there's probably there will be a lot of a higher chance that there isn't anything that goes wrong.
Helena.
Oh, that's the real Katerina's mother. Oh, you sick bitch! This is Hannah disguised as Katerina. She's gonna tell Helene that she is called Katerina. Is Katerina named after her husband's bit on the side? Is Katerina named after Hannah? It's the Ouroboros again, because she takes the name Katerina because she knows of Katerina, Ulrich's wife. That's the cow that slapped her on the head. One demon to another.
Katerina. Ein sehr schöner Name.
There we go. You've just given her the name.
Na los, komm.
Or is she there to... Is that Katerina? Oh my god, she's pregnant. Wait. I'm going to finish the show with a head full of grey hair. To actually one up that, my dad's bald, so I'm actually probably just going to go bald before the final episode. I don't understand this, because that's what the creep got the guy to sign earlier, the building permit for the power plant, but then they unalived him in the 80s, so what's going off? Why does Adam have a picture of the creep? I honestly... I don't trust anybody anymore.
Willst wissen, wo der Ursprung ist und wie man ihn vernichtet. Das wirst du.
Is that why Eva, the very old one, is playing all these games? I think it would be, for my brain, how it's wired and how everything's working in my brain, it would be more acceptable in my brain for these two to get together because, as I said, Jonas doesn't technically exist, so he's not physically connected to her in this universe, so I'd probably be more lenient on these two actually getting together than I would Jonas and the Martha in Jonas's world. They're gonna make out, aren't they? They're gonna smooch. Yep, thought so. Wait, aged. Oh, copyright music as well, perfectly timed. If that child who was about to have the procedure done to get rid of children, that child that was just getting rid of a child, she wouldn't have been getting rid of Katerina because it's 1954. Maybe that was just a relative of Katerina's that she never knew because obviously she got rid of it. I don't understand. Like, this was a whirlwind romance that she just had with Egon. I don't understand the reason for any of it. What if Agnes is Martha's daughter. It'd be blurred right now, but Jonas, like Martha's world, Martha and Jonas are about to have what looks like to be hanky-panky time. The only PG way that I can say it for YouTube. I said that there was a reason that Agnes was connected to both worlds in this.
Dein älteres Ich hat dich und Jonas zurückgeschickt. Zu einem einzigen Zweck.
Yeah, that was Eva.
Ihr solltet die Apokalypse nie stoppen. Ihr solltet den Ursprung erschaffen.
Is that the origin? So there is a third world. Because Jonas's world and Martha's... Oh!
Das ist der Ursprung.
Agnes! Is that Agnes? She's pregnant. I said that she'll be pregnant.
Das kann nicht sein. Es ist der Beginn des Knotens. Dein Sohn.
Oh. Son? So it's... Is the son Agnes's husband, Trant's father? Or is that creep Agnes's son? Jonas's son? Is the creep Martha and Jonas's son? What? And he's been going around messing with, like, he unalived Burned, he unalived Claudia's assistant and everyone. Don't end it there. No! I can't wait. I can't wait for the next episode. What the flip? What the flip is this show? It's confirmed that Martha does have a boy, and Agnes is connected to both of the timelines, and it says that the boy would be the origin, and we still don't, they keep flipping around like, who's the guy, who's the creep, but then the creep must be the son. And they said that, Agnes said that her husband used to, well, it was a horrible man. Trant has burns down his arm, like cigarette burns, which looks like intentional harm. He said, the creep said that he used to be a priest or not, whatever they said. I can't remember the exact word, but like the Christian person that Noah is, and then obviously Noah took over. Does that mean the creep is Jonas's son, which means he's Agnes's husband, which means the creep then has Trant with Agnes? Thoughts? I'm just going to make this quick 5. It's all just kind of getting crazy. I do feel like it's amping up ready for the final. And I feel like there's going to be way more twists to come that I'm not expecting. Well, I'm expecting, but not expecting how big the twist is going to be. But we've got Noah back. And why is Noah with middle-aged Martha? I'm just going to say, very weird episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Sorry, mirrored. Early access link, Patreon link below. I also do have the other tiers. I've got bookmarks and stuff. And at the end of the month, I post a read and recap. I also have read nothing in July. I read nothing in May. I read a few books in June. So as it currently stands, February is out. But I think around the time that this will be posted, the next episode should be coming up, because this episode will be 2 weeks from now. I think for the next episode of the read and recap video for Patreon only, I might just do March, April and June, because obviously I didn't read anything in May. So if I just group those 3 into one, and then obviously July I didn't read anything. It's now August. I do intend to read a bit in August. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next episode, or maybe a movie, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Bye!